There we go. What's going on, Jerome's? It is almost halftime of the Minnesota Vikings taking on the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers. Right now, it is so the Packers are inside the 5. If you're watching this live. First and goal, 7 seconds left. Vikings up 10-6, and as a Vikings fan, you got to feel super frustrated by this game because you have 3 turnovers. You're at home, and you're up 10-6, and they're knocking on the back door right before the half. I mean, what the hell? No, seriously, what the hell? All right, here we go. Aaron Rodgers and his stupid face. Offense and their stupid faces. Need to stop one time. They got no timeouts left. Probably got 2 shots at this. False start on the right guard. Oh, Devontae Adams. Hey, nice little drop. Yeah. I love this, and it's not just Vikings cornerbacks. It's every single cornerback ever. Once your guy misses it or they like trip, then it's like, no fly zone. That's right. All right. I don't know if that took a lot of time off the clock though, so they may have another shot at this. But yeah, we have some thoughts. We have our initial winners and losers that we'll go over here, but we're just gonna wait until this first half ends up. Oh, all right, they're gonna kick it. Stupid Crosby. Bill Crosby. All right, halftime. Vikings leading 10-9. You're leading 10-9 at home after you've turned over the Packers thrice in their own territory, and this just feels like it's a game of missed opportunities, and it's certainly not going to come back and bite them. Just let the Packers hang around, and then all of a sudden, oh, wait, what happened? Oh, we fell behind. Oh, we didn't make the most of those opportunities. This game should be 21-9 right now. It really should be. And it's frustrating in that two guys that have been phenomenal since October, basically, Kirk Cousins and Kevin Stefanski, are just kind of pooping the bed tonight. Yeah, Kirk Cousins, he's one of those quarterbacks where he can look like 10 pounds of absolute donkey. And then he drops that dime to Diggs, and you're like, oh, what is happening? And then he's just like ass for the rest of the quarter. And Stefanski, I don't know exactly what is going on with him. Is he mailing it in? Does he already have a head coaching gig wrapped up? Is that what's going on? Oh, does he have Shermer syndrome? Yeah, remember Pat Shermer from the 2017 NFC title game? Mailing that thing in. And because once the Vikings recovered that Aaron Jones fumble, inside the 10, first and goal. All right, come on. Your second and third down play were 2 passes to C.J. Ham. Now, I love C.J. Ham, but you got Stephon Diggs. You got Am Thielen. You got Kyle Rudolph in the red zone. You got Irv Smith. You have a lot of other options. So what is happening? Why is this happening? And then also, so that third down play, the trick play, the feely, and yeah, Kirk Cousins was wide open, and Stephon Diggs missed him. It was just a turnabout is fair play, son. But also, if they hook up with that play, it's a genius play, it's whatever. But I feel like it was a waste because if you're gonna run that trick play, fine. But then you come back on fourth down and just chuck up a low percentage prayer to Thielen. Nah. All right, so what the hell is going on with the play calling? That's what I want to know, but whatever. Anyways, get your questions in the chat. Also, if you got super chat, toss them in. We'll make sure we get to them. See, of course, winners and losers. I think right now Anthony Harris is going to be numero uno. I mean, that pick, it was just beautiful. Is a thing of glory. It's like Aaron Rodgers. It was like, oh, old ass Aaron Rodgers just baited. Woo. No big deal. Anthony Harris. Yeah. I snubbed him from our Pro Bowl snub show, and I don't know why. And he's playing at all-pro level yet again. Played at all-pro level last year as well. But Anthony Harris tied for the NFL lead now with 6 interceptions. Phenomenal. Stephon Diggs, I think they said on the telecast, 7th straight game against the Packers with a touchdown. Now, it should have been multiple touchdowns that last Packers game. But, of course, the Dalvin OPI, no big deal. Also up there, Barr and Kendricks, where unfortunately Kendricks has those 2 fumble recoveries, but he also popped a quad. Didn't look great. Not look great. Now, it's better that's a quad than a hammy. I don't know why, it just is. Yeah. And then Anthony Barr, forced that early fumble as well, has been really good in coverage as well as chasing down Aaron Stupid Jones out there. And then also Danielle Hunter getting the sack. in Rodgers' ear hole, just out there doing things with Brian Bulaga. It's great. Put Harrison Smith up there, forces the fumble. It's great as well. Let's see what? Mac Alexander had that red zone pass breakup. Oh, also, so Diggs. Speaking of Alexander, so Diggs just beating the brakes off of Jair Alexander, who's one of the better cornerbacks in the league, very underrated. Just dusted him. It was beautiful. It was a thing of glory. All right, loser so far. Well, we talked about Cousins. We talked about Kevin Stefanski. He's certainly up there. Also, Riley Reef. Riley Reef has been absolute ass, and he's been pretty bad all season. And next year, I think they do just need to cut him loose, and then they save $8.8 million against the cap. He got $4.4 million dead, but it's whatever. Just like Xavier Rhodes, by cutting Reef and Rhodes, they save $16.9 million on the cap. Nice. So hashtag the cap is a myth. Move something around, do it up. Copy Topify. Is there an update on Kendricks? No. They say he's questionable. We'll see. And yeah. By the way, we did hit 20K subs. So props to you guys. We are currently at. See, where are we currently at? I like doing this on air because this is good pod. This is a good live stream. We are currently at. Let's not let us get there. Oh, by the way, talking about like douchebag jabronis in the comments section. So something called Ziggy Fibonacci Stardust. So far, this channel's prediction has been, well, terrible. The Vikings have 2 first downs, and the Packers are 90% beating themselves. Even if the Vikings win, say, 27-24, or the like, terrible prediction and call. This is going at a 3-10 at most point difference game. Yeah. Who cares? Yeah, I predicted a 41-12 blowout. It's like, oh, you're so right. When the game is actually within the standard deviation as opposed to mine, which would have been 3 outside the standard deviation. Sure, whatever. Cool. Yeah, great, whatever. But also Riley Reef is terrible. How many subs do we have? All right, we're currently at 20,015 subs. Mama, we made it. So here's what we're going to do. After we do the winners and losers post-game video, we'll do a special live stream of us cracking that mother open and just going for it. Actually, I wonder if this is clear or if this is green or if it's pink. I actually wonder. Is there artificial coloring? Because I bet you there's artificial everything. It kind of bothers me that it does not list ingredients. I thought you kind of have to. Not looking forward to that. But, all right, into the chats. Again, if you want to toss it in a super chat, we'll make sure it gets answered. Yeah, the offense has been really pitiful thus far. So far, they only have 68 yards of offense. How is that possible? They're 2-8 on third down. And the passing, Cousins is 4-13 for 26 yards. Great. Does have a touchdown. Cool. Mike Boone has done relatively well. Here. Given limited opportunity, 10 carries, 28 yards. Well, that's not so great. I forgot Amir Abdullah got that 1 carry for 14. Wait, no. Cousins is 4 of 12. Never mind. Check that. It's been rough. Stephon Diggs has a better quarterback rating than Diggs and Cousins. Actually, he doesn't. I just made that up. I lied. All right. Into the chat. Awful play calling. Yeah, this is not a hallmark game for Kevin Stefanski, but at least it's on a small stage that no one's watching, right? Yeah, I don't feel good about this first half. I really don't. I think that this is going to be one that comes back and bites the Vikings, where you just have all these opportunities just laid out in front of you, and you just don't take advantage of it. I mean, Zadarius Smith is a monster. Also, I want him to pee in all the cups. Just not a couple of the cups, all the cups. But yeah, other than that, it's fine. Let's see here. Blaine Jones, take more shots downfield. I don't know if they necessarily have the time to do that. because the Smith brothers are living in the backfield. Riley Reef is getting torn apart. Zadarius, wherever he's lining up, is just really tearing things up. Also, Pat Elflein has turned back into a pumpkin, so we got that going for us. And, yeah, I think Mike Boone is doing what he can behind that offensive line, except, the Vikings do miss Dalvin Cook. Dalvin is Mike Boone is solid, but Dalvin is that dynamic, dangerous running back. Nevada Maverick, you agree with the fourth and 4 call? No. If I wouldn't be more comfortable if that was the third down shot. So you just take a shot on third down and then you run a higher percentage play on fourth down. I just don't get it. But yeah, Cousins off of play action, it hasn't been there. They have not been calling it, and Cousins just he doesn't look. He doesn't look comfortable. Yeah, he does look a little rattled, and is it a spot where he's thinking, "Oh, I'm 0-8 in prime time. The lights are too bright, too many opportunities here." Brian Nelson, $5 in the super chat for the new Four Loko to put up to display. Shout out, Brian. We do need a new one. We'll get a different flavor, sure. But yeah, Cousins. We're getting the full spectrum of good Kirk, bad Kirk, because that dime piece to Diggs was amazing, but the rest of him has been just blah. It has been blah, and rightfully so that Cousins is getting trashed, and then the Vikings offense is getting booed, and they're not saying booed, they're actually booing, which rightfully so. Again, you are at home. You are playing for your chance to win the stupid division with a little bit of help, and the Packers are just basically handed to you. Oh, here you go. Here you go, sir. You can have some more, and then you just do nothing with it. Yes, you have a halftime lead, except like we said, this should be 21-9. Nathan, $2 in super chat. Really hard to win when they have 18 on the field. Refs. Wait, that's rough, right? We got blitzer terms. John Young, we need to blitz Anthony DeBar. Rodgers don't want it. Yeah, Rodgers, on the other hand, he does not look like Aaron Rodgers of old. Like, he really doesn't. Like, he airmailed that interception to Anthony Harris. He almost threw another red zone interception to Mac Alexander. And he just doesn't look like he has it anymore. And I kind of love it because he still has that smirk. And that smirk is just slowly going away. Top Cologne, Skull from Germany. Man, it's got to be like 5 a.m. out there. Skull out to the motherland. Let's see here. Know thyself. We left 28 points on the board. It's something like that. Yeah, it's certainly up there like that. Yeah. Oh, also shout out to Harrison Smith. The Vikings defense, I'm a little worried that they've been on the field too long, because what is the time of possession? If only I didn't close out the ESPN tab because the video started auto playing. By the way, if you're a website and you have videos that autoplay after a delay, you should burn in hell. Or just a website that has videos that autoplay as it is. Come on. All right, so the Vikings defense has been on the field for 19 minutes, 19 seconds, so almost 2/3 of the first half. I'm a little bit worried that they're going to start wearing down a little bit. And you already saw, they could be without Kendricks for the second half, so this could be a long half here. And a tired out defense, even up against a washed out Aaron Rodgers. Be a little something. All right. It looks like the game's going to start back up again. And even though the Vikings are winning, seems like a loss. But we'll be back here at the end of the game for the winners and losers, as well as we'll chug this stupid Four Loko. RIP me. There you go. Skull, production value.